What up? What up, y'all? What's good? Welcome back to the Acs Universe Daily. It's Monday. Not that big of a Monday, though. Ain't much to talk about. But, I like going live and hollering at you guys. You know what I'm saying? Spending some time with you chaps. You know what I'm saying? Fucking chaps. Oh, shit. If you want some Rebel Moon insight, check out last night's amateur hour. It's on Ohio Dave's Twitch channel. If you follow Ohio Dave on there, it'll be on my YouTube, this very channel, probably in a couple days. Usually wait a couple, but we broke down the Rebel Moon trailer. It was dope. Had a great time. Joined by the homegirl Meg, the homie Joey, rap nerd Landon. You know what I'm saying? We had ourselves quite the panel. Great show, but yeah, I'm a little bit early today. I realized that I got some shit to do in a little bit, so I'm just gonna jump on here and talk to you guys for a minute. Let me get my stuff started. First of all, let me get that. I got to get that music popping. All right, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go with the usual. Go with the usual. Hey. All right, let me do this. So, yeah, man, it's been a good weekend, man. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys having a good start of your week. I guess. Work wasn't too fucking bad. It wasn't hot. It was hot, but it was like overcast all day. No sun beating your boy down out there. So, yeah. I was feeling pretty good when I got to the gym. Like I felt energized. I could do like a full-on fucking workout and just do my thing. But, yeah, man, good thing. Hope y'all doing well as well. Let's see what's up in the house real quick. Prima was good. Appreciate you stopping through the daily show, man. As always, let's get this shit started, man. Let's get this started. All right. Got a couple things, really, man. Some box office stuff. Barbie becomes, the highest grossing Warner Brothers film of all time, which is fucking insane, right? If you think about it, considering all the movies they put out, and has Warner Brothers been around for like 100 years or some shit like that? At all those years, like, obviously you can understand when you see those movies from back in the day. We'll talk about that a little bit. Talk about a couple things that probably got mentioned over the weekend, and this is old news, some of it, but I didn't get a chance to really mention. I did want to talk about this. Zack Snyder says Gears of War could make it for a great movie. Bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine Zack Snyder, bro? Oh, my bad. I forgot something. God damn it. Hey, when I forget to do this, man. This is stuff I saw today.
What the hell is that?
All right, yeah. Anyway, so, and on Mondays, it's not just shit I saw today. It's shit I saw over the weekend. But anyway, Zack Snyder's Gears of War movie? Zack Snyder, Gears of War. Now, I've played the games before. I didn't play all three of them. I played the first one and the second one, I believe. Yeah, I wasn't, like I always talk about, I wasn't an Xbox guy, so I didn't own a console and couldn't play it like that. I had to play it like through friends or whatever. Game was tight, though. Did like the game a lot. It's that type of sort of raw shit that, some of the shit I've seen in the Rebel Moon teaser kind of reminds me of it. And I've never finished a Gears of War game, so like, I would be one of those fresh minds that come in and don't even have any preconceived notion of what it should be. But this shit, Zack Snyder directing Gears of War would be fire. That's fire. Let's be clear right off the rip. Rebel Moon fan poster by this dude Meth Ward Designs. I saw this shit last week. Ohio David put it up, and then a couple of I posted it to my damn Instagram story because it's just a fire ass fucking poster, man. Look at that shit, dude. Dude made it from just other images or whatever, but it's fucking dope, man. So shouts out Meth Ward, man. Yeah, it's dope ass fan poster, dope. This is fucking bruh. Let me tell you something. Antoine Fuqua, who directed both the first two Equalizer films, Tears from the Sun, Training Day, just all kind of. The dude's a fucking great director, right? He says he loves the idea of doing an Equalizer prequel with John David Washington. Bro, let's be clear. That's fire. Now that's some shit you get behind. Get the early days of Denzel's, like I can't remember his fucking name in the movie. It just left me. But his early days in his career, played by his son. Come on, let's call this what it is. It's fucking fire. This would be fire if this happened. So I'm sure with the Equalizer 3 coming out, it's supposed to be the last Equalizer Denzel is doing. If Mr. Fuqua wants to continue working on these movies. Hey, what up, Joey? What's good, homie? The world's finest. Bruh, let me tell you something real quick now. That, of course, I'm a God of War fan, so yes, I would choose this over Gears any fucking time of day. Bro, can you imagine? The first fucking sling of the chain of the Blades of Chaos in slow motion, cutting through a motherfucker? Woo! Yeah, I'm down 1,000%, homie. 1,000%. But anyway, Antoine Fuqua loves that. And I love the idea as well. And I haven't met any person who's a fan of this Equalizer series so far that they don't think this is a fucking fire idea. This is incredible. This is, bro, you already know. Anyway, let's move on. Now, let's check this out. Because this is this interview that happened last week. Let me pause this music real quick, man. That happened. I called it last week. I think it was last Thursday. Of course, I didn't do a show last Thursday. So, yeah. So this was this is David Ayer being real open about, you know, how it fucked with him when they damn fucked with Suicide Squad, right? Let's take a look, man. Let's take a listen.
What's your biggest heartbreak in the film industry? What's the thing that's hurt the most?
All right. So Hollywood, I tell people, is like watching someone you love get fucked by someone you hate.
Bernthal looking strung out, bro.
The big one is like Suicide Squad. That shit broke me. That handed me my ass.
How so?
Come right off Fury, right? Had the town
fire
in my hand. Could have done anything, and I did do anything. And you know, go on this journey with it, and the same thing, like authentic, truthful. Let's do all the rehearsal. Let's really get in each other's souls. Let's create this amazing collaborative thing, right? And then Deadpool opened, right? And then they never tested Batman versus Superman, so they were expecting a different result, and then they got hammered by all the critics. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna turn David Ayer's dark, soulful movie into a fucking comedy now.
What's your biggest?
You hear that shit? Bruh. It's we've been saying this shit for years. Everybody who I know who has kept up with this sort of, you know, the release the Snyder Cut movement and all of that kind of stuff. We've all known this shit for a long fucking time, right? Like we've seen this stuff happen. We've heard the reports. We've seen Zach talk about it on interviews and stuff like Justice Con and things like we know, right? That the studio overreacted to some fucking critics because the formula that had been out there for so long. I'll say this, and I always go back to this. If BVS had came out first, if Man of Steel and BVS had came out before Marvel even got started, we'd be talking a whole different conversation here. Then Marvel would probably would have got attacked as being, y'all are too silly. What's up with this silliness? The same way DC was attacked, Warner Brothers and shit, with why is y'all so serious? Where's the jokes? Where's the fun? Why is everything so gloomy? If it was reversed, I'm telling you, that's what do they call that shit? Public opinion or whatever. Because think about it. Man of Steel came out after a couple of movies into the MCU, Iron Man and shit and stuff like that. So like, if Man of Steel had came out first and then BVS and then Marvel started, they would have gotten fucking destroyed by people, I think, for their different take on comic book movies. They did it first. They started up their universe first. So by the time we got going, like the DC shit, because you know, you all know me, I'm a bigger DC fan than I am Marvel. Love both, but what I grew up reading was mostly DC shit. We got attacked, man, for it being too serious and things of that nature. When if the tables had have been turned, I think we all know, we know if the tables had have been turned, if Man of Steel came out first, it was the first big, seriously taken comic book film of that era. You know, I'm not talking about back when X-Men came out or when the Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 and all. I'm talking about at that time when it was time, when comic book movies were about to take hold of the box office. If Man of Steel and BVS had came before Iron Man and fucking Iron Man 2 and the event, if it had came first, the conversation around this entire thing would be different. It'd be different. It just would. And I'll never change my opinion about that, because that's what the norm would have been. That's why the DC films were fucking talked about so much, is because the norm was this. And then DC came with a different sort of thing with Zach's movies, and it was different and didn't have no jokes, and it was serious, and it actually took this thing seriously, and people couldn't handle it or whatever. So like I always go back to that, man. If DC had started first, if Man of Steel and BVS had came out before Marvel started, just those two movies, the entire landscape would have been different for the next fucking decade. It would have. And so yeah, man, I hold to that until the day that I am no longer here. I will keep that. That's for real, man. That's for real. And so you have this right here, which is heartbreaking to hear David Ayer talk about this. But yes, BBS came out. He said they didn't test it with people because they were so sure that it was it's fire. It's fire for me. But then the critics came in and they hammered it because it wasn't what they were accustomed to seeing. Not because the movie isn't good. BBS is fire. The Ultimate Edition is absolute exquisite perfectness. But they were used to something. They hammered it. And so then all of a sudden now, this is what we all know. Warner Brothers went ballistic. They were like, yo, we got to start monitoring everything. And they turned Suicide Squad, which is about to be this dark, fucking cool-ass thing, which I still like. I still like the theatrical of Suicide Squad. I own it on physical media, and I watch it from time to time. I enjoy it. I see some faults there, but I still like it, right? But I would love to see Ayer's cut for sure. But they, and hearing him talk about this, it's heartbreaking, bro. It's heartbreaking. Again, let's check his words out, man.
Heartbreak in the film industry, which is the thing that's hurt the most.
All right. So Hollywood, I tell people, is like watching someone you love get fucked by someone you hate. So the big one is like Suicide Squad. That shit broke me. That handed me my ass.
How so?
Come right off Fury, right? Had the town in my
Fury's
hand.
fire.
Could have done anything, and I did do anything. And go on this journey with it, and the same thing, like authentic, truthful. Let's do all the rehearsal. Let's really get in each other's souls. Let's create this amazing collaborative thing, right? And then Deadpool opened, right? And then they never tested Batman versus Superman, so they were expecting a different result, and then they got hammered by all the critics. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna turn David Ayer's dark, soulful movie into a fucking comedy now.
Notice he said they got hammered by all the critics. I mean, yes, there were some people out there who weren't critics who were trying to hammer the shit, but that's who you listen to. Critics don't buy tickets to your movies, bruh. Like critics don't buy tickets. They get it free. They get screeners and shit. So why are you listening to them when you should be listening to the motherfuckers who actually buy tickets, right? The movie, it came close. It came close to 900 million, man, close to $1 billion. Didn't make that, so everybody thought it was a failure. I'm gonna tell you right now, Zach's movies, and we've looked at reports. I pulled them up on this very show before, where his movies have been some of the most profitable. The top 20 most profitable Warner Brothers films. All of Zach's movies are in there, right? So yeah. Let's be chill with that shit. But most of his are, and I think all of his comic book movies are in there for sure. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Here you go. Talk to Me. All right. Talk to Me has passed $50 million worldwide, one of A24's highest grossing movies ever, on a budget of $4.5 million. This movie was freaky. I liked it though. It was freaky as fuck, man. And I usually don't watch movies like this, but it was freaky, but it was intriguing. It was different. It was fresh. And look, you just need to let more content creators make movies, bro. Your boy right here. I'm a content. Let me make some movies, man. Let me make some movies. Don't have any ideas whatsoever, but let me make some movies. But anyway, some content creators got out there and made this movie, and it is fucking dope. It's dope. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And like I said, it's freaky as fuck, and I usually don't watch shit like this, but I thought it was pretty good. He said, yeah, just tell a story. That's not a rocket science. What are you hating on? Oh, I see what he's saying now. Okay. He's not hating. He's saying yes. Tell a story and people will come out and see your shit. So, talk to me. Looking forward to the second one. Now, here's the thing. Hopefully they can keep it niche enough where it's as successful and as good as the first one was, because there's a chance here that might, let's move on. March 2024 release schedule as of now. Yo, we talked about this, and I know I talked about this on this very show a couple months ago in July when it came to all of these summer blockbusters and they're not making money, right? And somebody raised the point, and I brought it up on the show, is that these movies are releasing too fucking close together. Summer blockbusters of this magnitude never released a week apart, bruh. Now they are, because studios are greedy and trying to feed into other people's, sort of space or whatever. But if you look at this, look at the close proximity, bruh. How are these movies supposed to guard? Dune Part 2 is the only one that will probably for sure fucking clap cheeks at the box office, right? You got Elio on the first and The Fall Guy. You got A Quiet Place Day 1, which I really want to see, and Kung Fu Panda 4. Now, I will say those two movies, two totally different genres, but still, you get me? Dune is the only movie in that whole month that's given a really like a sort of, like a sort of weekend to its own to a certain extent. Disney Snow White does as well. But I think, Ghostbusters, same thing. That's just a packed month, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ghostbusters moved on down to fucking April. I mean, which a lot of these movies, let's be clear, a lot of these movies probably won't garner the attention that Dune Part 2, Disney Snow White, and Ghostbusters will, and A Quiet Place Day 1, considering that the first two Quiet Place movies were fucking incredible. Just incredible movies, man. So we'll see what happens with that, but it is packed, man. It is very, very packed. And also, man, you put people in an awkward position to have to choose, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You put people in the awkward position to have to choose. This is the one date, the 8th is the one where I'm like, people really don't have to choose. And you have kids. Kung Fu Panda. If they put out another Shrek movie, your boy is there without kids. Yeah, I don't need the kids. I'm going to see Shrek in this bitch, right? Kung Fu Panda, take the kids if that's the case. But all right, let's move on. Bing. Exclusive Dune Part 2 delivers on the promise of Part 1, says director Denis Villeneuve. The first movie was more contemplative, a young man discovering a world. Here it's a war movie, he tells Empire. New look at Timothée Chalamet as fucking Paul Atreides in this bitch, right? Look at Paul, man, looking fucking dope. That leads to this right here. Denis Villeneuve wants to make Dune Messiah, which, if you read the books that I haven't, the Messiah is the third. It's the third chapter, basically forming out this trilogy. There are words on paper. If I succeed in making a trilogy, that will be a dream. Yes, that will be fire. That will be fire to see him be able to complete a trilogy. For all intents and purposes, Dune Part 2 is going to be better than Part 1. And Dune, the first Dune is fucking. Yeah, you've heard me talk about Dune. I don't need to, but it's great. It's great. Denis Villeneuve wants to make Dune Messiah. I want him to make Dune Messiah. So I ain't even seen Part 2 yet, and I'm like, that's just fire. Let's move on. Ben Affleck on Batman v Superman criticism. I thought this was interesting. I think this came out Saturday. It says Ben Affleck on Batman v Superman criticism. I loved it. It's the biggest hit of my career and had a lot of editorial negativity. Although I think the reviews, fans went, and I got a lot of positive response. It was interesting, that movie, because it was judged not necessarily on execution so much as its tone. True. But look at this right here when he says fans went. Like, it made money, right? But it's looked at as a failure because it didn't hit $1 billion and because it wasn't critically loved. Shut the fuck up. Some people seem to want to have Some people seem to want to have a lighter tone to the movie, and I thought that was interesting because that's subjective. True, said the actor. Tone isn't quite like a qualitative thing. It's subjective, right? Some tones resonate with me and might not with you, and the tone of the movie was really parallel to the Frank Miller book, which it fucking was, which I liked and thought was great. I'm glad that so many people went and so many people liked the movie and it worked out. So, interesting comments from Ben Affleck. I agree with him 1,000%. A lot of the critics, I'm telling you, critics fuck this movie, and that's where you run across that thing that was out back in the day of Marvel paying critics to fucking bomb the movie and all of this kind of shit, man. And it's funny, like on surface level, you'd be like, no way that shit happened, right? No way, right? And I still at this still juncture in time, still I'm a little bit skeptical, but it's kind of odd. It's odd. It's odd how many people went at BVS when it came out. And it's not even, to me, it's fire. I love that movie. But it's funny how it's just crazy how many people went at it with the fucking ferocity that they did. And I'm like, he told a serious superhero movie. We kind of needed that at the time that it came out. So anyway, his comments, you know, love to hear it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's move on, man. Visual effects coordinator Mark Pat says he had to work 16-hour shifts and skip break periods when working on WandaVision before he quit. It was live at work from the second we woke up in the morning until midnight. Trash. We've heard reports about this come out for at least the past 7-8 months. And it just keeps getting stronger. The visual effects artists have today just that they voted that they do want to unionize. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. But this news broke and they're pissed off. They got over fucking work, man. And, you know, it's funny when you see like them re-release shit like fucking Infinity War or Endgame with that trash little unfinished visual effects like as an extra. That's trash, man. And people like still defend that shit like it's trash. It's trash. So, this is just another article on top of article on top of article about Disney fucking just working the shit out of their visual effects artists to do shit like this picture here, and they're not getting paid correctly for it. They're getting overworked. So, hey, I believe every word of it, man. It's just too many sources, too many people saying it for it to be like not true or whatever. So, it breaks my heart to see this. RoboCop Rogue City quietly delayed again. Now, I've been looking forward to this for a minute. I love RoboCop, and I'm a big video gamer, so like I love to play games. This is a match made in heaven for your boy, and then the game just keeps getting delayed. If you could see here, let's see. RoboCop will no longer be releasing in September as developer Tayon and publisher Nacon previously said it would. The game never had a set release date for the month and was instead just given that window, but now it's gotten a firmer date of November 2nd, it's about a month later. The label's announced not with the normal text on background format that most game announcements typically adopt nowadays, and was instead quietly stated in the new trailer for the game that set the date. It'll be available on PlayStation 5. And look, I'm looking forward to this. I really want to see it. I really want to play this game. So let's check this out. Hold up.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains.
Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is
A
crime.
new crime wave sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers.
Provokes a question. Can we put our safety into the hands of a machine?
An OCP holds the scalpel.
My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. I'm a police psychologist. I specialize in dealing with police officers suffering from emotional trauma.
What's hiding in that metal head of yours?
I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages.
Drop it, scum.
Anyone expecting a silver freak? Contact!
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online.
It's RoboCop!
It's that service box, isn't it?
I am detecting a short circuit.
Bruh.
Wakey! I'm looking at the map of this place, and it's huge.
OCP tracking device torn out. I am going to follow the blood trail.
However, one aspect of your composition that has been severely neglected is your human side, your brain.
We must smash that thing!
I've heard people refer to you by different
You
names.
okay there, Murphy?
Fire at will!
I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
My name is...
So there's that. I'm excited about that. I mean, look, the game looks decent. It looks decent. I think it's by lower studios or whatever, so it's probably still. I'm gonna get that shit when it comes out. Your boy getting Rogue City. That's not a fucking question right here. And I'll be giving you guys, updates of what I think of the game and if I recommend it to anybody else or whatever like that. So, but they did change their date, moved it roughly a month later than it was. So there's that, that's very interesting. Like I said, they didn't announce it or anything, so there's that. All right, so let's look at this here. Bing. The highest grossing Hollywood films at the world box office. They put this out yesterday. So this is an updated list. Pretty much the same movies, but they're just different grossings here. Super Mario Brothers still the top grossing film of the year with $1.36 billion. Barbie coming in second with 1.34 billion. I think this has changed though. Barbie they went to 1.4 bill. Yo, Barbie might be the highest grossing movie of the year now. Wait a minute. I think it is. Yeah, it might be. All right, anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, 845 mil. Oppenheimer, 777 milli, right? And I think it's hit 800. I think this is a little bit. We'll hit some shit in a minute that'll change it. Across the Spider-Verse, 688 mil. The Little Mermaid, 568 milli. Mission Impossible 7, Dead Reckoning Part 1, 552 milli. Ant-Man 3, 476 million. And Elemental, 468.6, which is pretty much $469 million for the year. These are the top grossing films, top 10 right here, as you can see. And let's see right here. Barbie is Warner Bros. High grossing Barbie movie at 1.4 billion. Well, it's the highest grossing movie of the year according to Sunday's qualifications. So, hey, congratulations to Barbie getting up in there. Like I said, saw the movie, liked it, thought it was this is well deserved. This is well deserved. All right, let's move. And then this is dope, dude. This movie, The Killer. Like I've been reading and been keeping up with it, and it's going to be on Netflix. Again, this movie's on Netflix, and it says in select theaters November or in October. If this Netflix movie can go to theaters, you know, Rebel Moon is hey, you know what I'm saying? It's on its way. But this movie, I've been looking forward to this. Michael Fassbender plays the killer. First poster for David Fincher. And look, bro, let me tell you something. This poster is dope, man. It's dope. I like this a lot. Execution is everything, bruh. Let's go for sure. So digging that poster, thought that was absolutely incredible. Let's move on. Here we go. See how I be doing sometimes. Bethesda boss Todd Howard says their Indiana Jones game is halfway done. They've got the whole Nazi killing thing down, and they're doing a really great job. I read the article. Doesn't really say. I'm not going to pull it up because it's just saying the same thing basically that this right here says, that they're working on the game, they're making progress, and that they, you know, if Raiders of the Lost Ark is his favorite movie and the project is a bucket list thing, which is dope. And so that means that the game's going to be taken care of. An Indiana Jones game. Your boy's an Indiana Jones fan. I mean, there's nothing really more I could say besides the fact that let's go. I'm totally down with that shit. Let's move on. Oppenheimer joins the top 5 highest grossing R-rated movies, okay? Oppenheimer's still got the same budget as, you know, or the same gross as whatever, but Joker, number 1, 1.08 billion. Deadpool 2, 700. Both of these movies basically made 783 million. If you just average them. Oppenheimer, 777.2 mil. And The Matrix. Yo, I'm surprised to see The Matrix on here, man. I forgot The Matrix made that much money. That Reloaded, which I don't like Reloaded as much as definitely not as much as I like The Matrix. And I thought Revolutions was a better movie overall. Let's see. The Wife is in the House was good. So like you see this right here. And look, like I said, surprised to see The Matrix, but Oppenheimer is probably gonna pass Deadpool. It might pass both Deadpool movies by the time its theatrical run is done. Don't know about this though. Don't know about that though. To be quite honest, that's a hefty fucking jump right there. You're talking about what would they have to get about $220 million more. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Well, we'll see though. If it does, I won't be surprised. I mean, people loving them some Oppenheimer in this bitch, right? Let's move on. House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 4 is reportedly titled A Dance of Dragons. Sound familiar? The episode is directed by Game of Thrones veteran Alan Taylor and will feature the Battle of Rook's Rest. Bro, let's go. I'm already excited. I've already talked enough about Game of Thrones. The first season of House of Dragon is absolutely incredible. Everything that you would want it to be. And then here we go with the second season coming soon with 8 episodes instead of 10, which is it's interesting. So let's see where they go. As long as the battle isn't mostly in the dark, like most of season 7. Hey, relax, bro. Also, yeah, make it a little bit lighter. And here, let's see what we got here. I thought this was very interesting. Game of Thrones, somebody put like a little diagram of the dragons and the size. This is kind of hard to see, and I apologize. I really apologize for that. But these are the dragons. Looks like this is Drogon. Drogon is the one from the original what the fuck? Game of Thrones. It was Daenerys's dragon and shit right here. So now you got let's see, Vagar. who is absolutely fucking massive, bro. Look at this compared to Drogon. And Drogon was the biggest dragon in the Game of Thrones. Out of the 3 dragons, he was. So, this is dope. I thought, what's his name right there? Arax back there looking like a little child, bro. Caraxes, Malaise, and then you got wait a minute. Let's see, Arax. Oh, okay, Arax got a little bit bigger. Okay, I got you. Okay. I thought that was interesting. As a Game of Thrones fan, if you're a fan out there, I thought this little thing was pretty dope. Let me did I retweet? Let me retweet this. So if you guys are interested in seeing this diagram about the comparisons of the size, how'd they get bigger on that color? I don't know why they did. Who knows? Anyway, so that's the show, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching as always. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, to talk about whatever is out there. Damn, I never turned my music back on, man. That's just how it is. Sometimes you forget, sometimes you don't. But anyway, see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Just by watching the show, you're a massive supporter. But if you want to add some extra support, I'd invite you to go hit a link down below this video to the Patreon. You can join for as little as $1 a month. And I look forward to talking to y'all again. See y'all tomorrow.